wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who have been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. I'm glad you are here. For those of you returning, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my readings. Somebody nervous here? If you've been watching my content, it's been insightful, it's been helpful for you, go ahead and do this channel a favor. Hit the like button, share this with other people so that they can get messages too if you feel other people need help, and subscribe to this channel so that the more we grow, the more we know. Don't ask. All right, Aries, what we're going to do here is we're going to look into the energies for the end of April 2023. Now, remember, it doesn't have to be end of April. It could be April of next year, whatever, however it pertains to your story, okay? This is guidance for your spiritual growth. That is what this is about. But we're looking into the energies surrounding you, what you need to be cognizant of for the end of April. We'll look into what needs healing, what you may be out of alignment with, and anything else Spirit wants to tell us. All right. If you're looking for the extended for this, I'm only doing the only extended for your sign, Aries, is your love reading for the month of April. What energies are surrounding your love situation, what may be blocking communication, other things, and messages from your person. That link is in the description box below for your extended love reading for April. Just look for Aries April. You guys are smart. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, click on the extended video section of my website to access your love reading. Oh my God. I swear I'm doing just fine every time I start these things. Anyway. They're thinking about this one, Aries. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. Wow, Aries. And don't forget this total solar eclipse, April 19th, April 20th, depending on where you are at the world, in your sign. And we've got Mercury retrograde. We are in shadow right now. So we've got a Mercury retrograde on the horizon with a total solar eclipse in your sign. Be prepared. You get two major arcanas for the end of the month, my dear Aries. We have the Tower and the Justice card. We've got Mars energy, which what rules you, and Libra here. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Okay, Aries. This is interesting because there are some of you, maybe you're a cross watcher, okay? Hold on, because my foot's getting caught in a cord. And I need to put my foot up somewhere for this. It's like, I don't know, they're telling me some sort of grounding. What's going on with the cord? All right. Bear with me, Aries. Okay, there we go. All right. Here's the thing. This could be you or somebody else that you're dealing with. But while Aries is the sign of the warrior, the go-getter, like the driven, I'm like, yeah, like, damn it, this is it. Like, I'm doing this type of thing. It's like nothing gets in your way, right? You are the ram. You're ramming into things. No pun intended. Anyway, there's something here, though, where there's been this hesitancy with this Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, okay? It's like, do I go for this? Do I not? It's almost like somebody here is kind of caught at a crossroads or like wondering like what to do next. There's this doubt, there's this fear about what is coming forward or what is happening if you make a decision or they make a decision. Remember, take it how it fits your story, but be honest with your situation though, because don't force anything, because not everything here is going to fit your journey at this point, okay? But there's an energy of like in this card, and I got this for the other signs, and I believe Gemini got this one, where it's like, I don't know, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Some of you may have been hesitant to do something, and your intuition's been telling you to do something, and you've been like, I don't know, man, I'm afraid it's going to turn out to be a disaster. It's worst case scenario. I'm afraid that's going to blow up in my face. This energy has actually been going on for a lot of the signs. So I'm not surprised that it's showing up in your reading too. And it's kind of like, I'm stuck. There's nowhere to go. There's no way out of here. But you know what, Aries? You or someone around you is being blasted out of that Eight of Swords. Divine intervention is here. God's like, no, you're not stuck. No, you shouldn't be standing there wondering what to do next. When you know what to do, I'm coming in to do it for you. Okay? This could be a sudden loss of a job. Your business just tanks. Or there's a sudden breakup. There's a divorce with this energy here. It's kind of like, again, some of you with this doubting your intuition, and you're causing yourself to run it's like a hamster wheel energy with this Eight of Swords. Your mind's running ragged with thoughts and you just can't jump off the hamster wheel. You've been on the hamster wheel for some of you for quite some time, to the point where it's sped up so quickly you have no idea how to stop it. It's kind of like when you're running on a treadmill, and this has happened to me, right? When you are leveling up, and then you like, okay, you speed up, and you set the machine to tell you when to like increase speed, and it gets to the point where you're able to run it, and then you're, well, holy shit, man, I'm gonna fly off the treadmill. And we've seen, I'm sure everyone's seen on TikTok and Instagram and all this bullshit about people flying off treadmills, right? It's funny. It's funny. However, this is kind of the situation where some of you are in. You're running on this treadmill, but this is a treadmill in your mind, okay? And you're like racing with thoughts. But what's happening is you're going into overdrive, and then you have no clarity of thought. You can't think straight because you're moving too fast. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? How am I going to slow down? Why am I in this situation? It's like, I can't get out of this. But you can, okay? What's going to happen is you're flying off the treadmill, and you're flying outside the hamster wheel because God is putting the emergency stop button on your treadmill. Okay? God is hitting the emergency stop button in your life. Boop! You're going flying off. It's like we know in the Rider-Waite, people are flying out of the tower, right? Because God's like, nope, I'm getting you out of this. Either you've been hesitant to do something, God's like, I'm blasting you out of here. And there's going to be massive courses of correction for some of you because you've been in this stuck energy. You've been really doubting and losing your confidence on moving forward with something. Okay? I don't know, God, if I do this, is it going to blow up in my face? Is it going to be doom and gloom? These negative thoughts. Gotta stop. And God's like, I'm putting an end to this. It might be destructive, guys, but look, with all towers, you can't be fearful of this. This is God putting you on the path that leads to your paradise, that leads to where you need to be. It's God saying, no, these belief systems need to come down. Nope, this lifestyle needs to come down. You got to get out of this job, get out of this relationship. You know, it even could be for some of you who have businesses or something. It's like, you know what? You've learned from that business, or you've done what I've asked you to do with that business, and now it's like obliteration. It's like, nope. Some of you may be being yanked out of your current mission work. That's for a smaller group of you here. Okay, that's what I was just told. It could go the other way, guys, where you've been in a situation where it's been like walking on eggshells with this Eight of Swords. You've been like, God, what do I do? I've been obedient. I've been doing what you called me to do, right? It's like I'm balancing my life as best as I can. I'm living in my truth. I'm being my authentic self. I'm standing in my integrity. I'm trying to balance everything out, even though there's like, you know, this little bit of uncertainty around me. There's challenges around me. There's obstacles around me. It could even be other people's negativity that may be surrounding you, and you may be standing there like trying to balance yourself out. You're like, I don't get it, God. Like, I'm balanced. I'm being here. I'm fending off this negative energy, and nothing is shifting, right? That could be for others of you. Nothing is shifting. Nothing is happening. Could be in your business. Could be in your soul's growth. It could be money thing or relationship or something like that. You're like, I don't get it, God. Like, I'm trying to stay in here, trying to fend off all this negative energy. As the Amazon truck looked like it had said a warning on it. Interesting. That's not a coincidence, because that Amazon truck doesn't really come around here at the time I do these readings. And I'm doing these readings later than usual. There's a reason for that. Could be a warning, right? So yeah, some of you may very well be, well, how am I going to get out of this, God? It could very well be some of you, God hasn't told you to do anything. And you're not understanding, God, I don't get this. Where's the justice in this? Where is my karmic payout? Where am I going to get some clarity? When are things going to turn around in my favor? For those of you who've been in your truth, you've been your authentic self, and you're doing what God has asked you to do, which includes you doing nothing at some cases. Because sometimes you may feel like your well has dried up, your brook has dried up, and like, I don't get it, God, like, it's drying up. I don't have any other resources. I don't have anything else happening. What gives? What is going on? Like, how do I get out of this? But if God's like, do nothing, and you've been listening, you've been obedient, justice is going to be restored in your life. Because some of you, you've paid off your karmic debt. You've learned your lessons. And this Eight of Swords, with the swords representing lessons, it's kind of like you've learned not to jump the gun, not to have knee-jerk reactions to things, not to panic. Because there's one sword away from the panic mode here, Aries. Some of you may be in a situation where it's like you're about to reach panic mode. Don't get yourself there. But others of you have maintained a barrier between you and the next level of stress, anxiety, fear, panic. You're trying to maintain your balance with this justice card. For those of you who've been doing this, God is going to do something so drastic. He's going to get you out of that situation. Because you were obedient. You were recalibrating yourself. You were preparing yourself for what God is about to do. And he needed to make sure that you were getting yourself into a right mindset, a positive mindset, not a negative mindset, and getting you to a place of balance so that you could be in the vibrational alignment to call in what it is that you have been desiring. You've been praying to God about with this so-called like imprisonment or stuck energy. Some of you may feel like you're in prison or something. I don't know. I'm getting something literal for somebody. Maybe people are watching you in your own home or something like that, or watching every moves. Okay. Or like you're walking on eggshells and God's like, this is not the environment I want you to be in. And you may feel this. And God's like, I need you to wait it out. I need you to understand. I see that your well's drying up. I see that the brook is the water's receding, whatever. You're running out of resources or something, but I'm giving you what you need, but you got to hold tight here. And it looks like for the end of April, some of you are getting blasted out of that situation. Now, it can go either way. Remember this. It depends on your guidance, guys. This is a collective reading. It could go either way. And I can't tell you which way it's going to go because I'm just talking to my camera and I'm not exactly sure as all the people who are watching this. It could be very destructive where it's like, holy crap, your world crumbles around you, or it's something so dramatic, such a huge life change that it catapults you to more of a positive life change. And God's like, now you are getting what you have worked so hard for. And for some of you, that's paying off your karmic debt with this. A legal matter is going to work out your way all of a sudden, work in your favor. Like it's a freaking sudden shock. Like what? What? Something about a court case, some settlement. You may get more money in the settlement. Or somebody like acquiesces and says, you know what, I'm dropping the charges, I'm dropping the case, something like that. But you got to remember, you can't be panicking about this type of stuff, all right? God rules the Justice Department. If this is a legal matter for you guys or something like that, or something with a court document, you pray about it and you give it to God. And you have to be in your high vibrational state to trust that God is going to make it fair for all parties involved here. Okay, so if this is a legal thing, it will work out in your favor, and God's gonna just like intervene in this to make sure that you're getting your due diligence or whatever this is. But remember, one sword away from the 9, you can't give into the fear, worry, and anxiety, because you're going to make that legal situation worse. Okay? You will put that out there. What you are fearing the most, you will actually manifest. So be careful with that, especially if it's a legal matter for some of you, okay? Others of you, if you're just wanting to get something back, like, God, I've been doing my work, I've been doing this, I've been learning my lessons, whatever, like, in due time, God will do that. And that's when God says go. God is going to intervene in this one way or another. There's no escaping what this is, especially if God is pulling you out of something that you shouldn't be in. And some of you may be in that situation because there's that, I don't know, there's no way out of here. Because there's fear surrounding you where you're afraid to make that move because you think it's going to be worse. And God may be like, I'm blasting you out of that now because you should trust me more. You know what the truth is for you. You know what it is you need to do. So get moving. But there are major forces at play here, Aries. You can't control this. You can't avoid this. Whatever this is inevitable. It's inevitable. I was going to say Pisces. It's inevitable, Aries. That wasn't a coincidence. It's like for some of you, God's coming in to do something drastic in your life to get you to either speak your truth, share your truth, stand in your truth and your integrity, do the right thing. Especially if God's been telling you to do the right thing here, Aries, and you haven't been listening. God has all the control here, Aries. This is something big, and it could very well be happening around the time of this eclipse. I'm recording this on April 17th, so if you get this, then I may need to put this out early. I need to talk to my guides about this, but all in divine timing, right? I don't know, Aries. There's a lot with this. But there are others of you where something is going to suddenly turn around in your favor. It depends on where you are at vibrationally, Aries. If you're doing the right thing, if you're being your authentic self, you're blocking out all this negativity, you're not allowing anything to get to your headspace. You're not becoming like other people. You're not trying to go a different route because you're stuck. You're not trying to do what other people are doing because you don't see any results happening. You don't see the path before you. When you stay true to yourself, even though it seems like the world's falling apart around you, and your well's drying up, and you can't see the path before you, it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do I do now? That's when God starts to work his magic. Shocking news of something, shocking events. Okay? And God's going to say, hey, look what I just did for you. You balanced the scales. You stood in your integrity. You didn't freak out and veer off the path. Now I'm giving you your karmic rewards for learning your karmic lessons. I also did get a message out of nowhere. There might be a case where all of a sudden some chaos ensues, or something suddenly comes out of nowhere with regards to court. Either you get a court message, or you get a letter in the mail about going to court or something like that, or something legal. Okay? But you can't give in to that fear. You may be like, why the heck did this happen? It's like a summons or something like that. Or maybe you've already been in this and it's like, oh my gosh, why do I have to go to court? Why is this legal paper showing up on my door? Why is this happening? It doesn't have to be bad, okay? It doesn't have to be bad. Now, if you're experiencing this already, just let God do his work. You pray to God about this because it will work in your favor. It didn't come out in the reverse. So there's some hope here. But whatever this tower brings, and if it seems negative to you, it's actually going to help balance something out in your life. It's actually going to help bring about justice or what is due to you. Now, here's the other thing. If you have not been paying off your karma, if you have not been doing the righteous and just thing, God's coming in to rectify this. It could even be pertaining to like money habits, or you being selfish, or you being, one-sided, or you having like low vibrational energy, like temperament all the time. You can't relax, you can't sit down, you can't whatever, you can't think straight, okay? You always think that the negative thing is going to happen. It's like something happens and the first thing that you go to, Aries, this is not going to be for everybody, is the worst case scenario. Oh my God, this is complicated. Oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. Oh my God, this is not going to work out. Oh my. It's like you go straight to the negative thing. And sometimes that throws you off. And then it leads you to make choices that are not sound, that are not just. Okay? And this is God coming in to like put an end to it. Again, it's hitting the red emergency button. You can't do a damn thing about it, Aries. So remember, it can go either way. I don't know, without a personal reading, what type of tower this is for you. But either way, it is a blessing in disguise. But some of you are going to like shit your pants by what God is about to do. There is a massive shock and awe here. You're going to get what is owed to you. But this was not you forcing it and you chasing it. You are leaving it to God. Because remember, God is the one who rules the Justice Department. Man does not. Okay? But there is an energy of someone being blasted out of the tower because they know they need to come forward with the truth. And look what's underneath the Eight of Swords. I wanted me to look at it. It's the Seven of Swords. Some of you, it's either you or somebody else around you who needs to confess, who needs to speak their truth because they've been like holding it back. I don't know. It's going to be a disaster. How are they going to respond when I tell them the truth? Some of them think that you're going to freak the fuck out. You're going to be stabbing them with the swords that they give you or whatever this is. They're going to, it's like somebody thinks that the worst is going to happen when the truth comes out. But here's the thing. If the truth is coming out, that is of the divine. And if somebody has a problem with the truth, it's like you can't handle the truth, right? And A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise is standing there when Jack Nicholson's character just like blurts that out in his face. And he's like, what the fuck? Right? If you can't handle the truth, Aries, or somebody can't, they need to really work on that. Because the truth is of the divine light here. So there's something about either you or deceiving yourself about something, or you or somebody around you is like holding back information, withholding information, not doing the right thing, not taking off the mask. And that mask thing also has to do with integrity, guys. If you feel like you can't get out of a situation and you feel like you have to do backhanded things, or you have to do things that are sneaky or cunning or conniving to other people, it's like a sly fox type of energy. God's coming in to fix that. But there's also about, if you're the one who's about to approach someone with the truth and you're going to be confessing, you're going to be doing the right thing, you're going to be coming clean, okay? You're going to be dropping the mask. You can't be fearful of that because God sees that you're doing what he's been wanting you to do the whole time. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. If you are speaking, my nose has been really itchy lately. If you speak your truth, you are right with God. And you can't worry about what other people are going to think about you when you speak this truth, when you are being your true authentic self, when you're standing in your integrity. Okay. There's something about waiting it out. Or somebody has been waiting it out for too long because of fear of like taking off the mask. And we're like, hey, this is me. It's like that Greatest Showman song, This Is Me, right? All the scars, all the wounds, everything. We all have those battle wounds, guys. Nobody's perfect. Nobody hasn't been through anything traumatic. And you don't have to hide that type of stuff. It's showing people who you really are and, you know, what you've been through and how you can overcome it. Top of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Procrastination, waiting, patience. Some of you, this is a lack of patience. And I talked about jumping the gun. Not waiting for justice to be restored or for God to do things in your life. Because again, there are two major arcanas. Right? And some of you may have forced it upon yourselves. It can go so many ways, Aries. So many ways. Because it depends. It's a collective reading. But there's also, you've been patiently waiting. You have been growing, learning, and evolving. You have been investing time, money, and energy in yourself. You have been persevering. You haven't been giving up, even though it's like, I don't know what to do, God. Like, how do I get out of this situation? But you knew that you had to remain balanced, and you knew you had to do the right thing and do your mission work or continue to follow the path, right? Some of you, you went off the path, and some of you, you stayed on the path, and now God's like, oh, now I'm going to put you in a better place because you stayed the course. But others of you, you went off the path and now God is yanking you back onto it. And there's a big energy here about being afraid to make a decision because of what's going to happen next. Again, worst case scenario, and this has to do with speaking your truth. You can't be afraid of speaking your truth, guys. Trust me, I've been there, done that. It's enough for me to do these videos and call out bullshit on people because that's my job. That is the job of a true light worker, to call bullshit, to get people into alignment with their truth, to see their truth, to stand in it. It's like my business motto, step into your truth, but star into your power. You can step into your truth and not do shit with it. Right? So we're going to look into what you might be out of alignment with. What might Aries be out of alignment with for the end of April? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Woo! Clear quartz. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. See, some of you, there's something about your divine guidance that you've been given. It's like some of you may be shutting yourself off to that because why was I talking about the bullshit stuff? I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This is not me dictating stuff. This is giving the guidance. But my guides are warriors, right? All the angels are warriors. Whatever's going on up there, they're warriors. They're trying to bring justice to this planet, to ourselves, to have us do the right thing, to be who we are, who God called us to be. And when people get told certain things, it triggers them, makes them angry, it frustrates them, it freaks them out, it puts them into a hole, puts them into a cage. They start getting 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Oh, what? I don't want to have to do that, or I don't want to do that. I've never done that before, type of thing. It depends. Allow yourself to feel angry and be frustrated, even if you're getting angry, frustrated with what I'm saying now. But don't sit in that for too long. When crazy shit happens in your life, ask God, look at it from a place of balance, a different perspective, and say, why am I getting so flustered and angry every time this happens? Why do I keep thinking that it's going to be the worst thing ever? It's going to be complicated. It's going to be like a freaking shit show. Ask yourself, Aries, for some of you, why you think this. That's not going to be for all of you. You get angry, you feel frustrated, and then you don't stay there. That lowers your vibration, and it leads to more of this lack of mental clarity so that you can think straight. So you can be more at peace and be more focused on a more positive energy. Okay? Again, with this truth thing for some of you, for somebody around you, all of these feelings are causing you to see things about yourself, to include the good and bad feelings, or like the negative, positive feelings, the anger, the frustration, the like, I want to fucking punch a wall. You guys are like, that can fuel you up like nobody's business. There's always about the emotions of euphoria and happiness and sadness and disappointment, and it's like a myriad of things, and that's causing the Eight of Swords for some of you. Oh my God, where are all these emotions coming from? And some of you are trying to block either all of them or some of them out. You have to allow yourself to feel all of them. You are not a robot, Aries. You are a human being. And you start to balance those things out with the Justice card. Let me recalibrate myself. Let me feel all these things. Let me accept stuff, and let me push out what is not for me. What is not for my highest good. Not as the emotions that are not righteous and just. And the emotions you should be focusing on are the ones that are in alignment with Christ consciousness. Anger, slander, judgment, bitterness, frustration, fear are not in alignment with Christ consciousness. I can go on and on and on. It's like for me, sometimes my vibration will lower. I get frustrated or angry with something, and I say, okay, let me accept it. Let me process this, but let me push this out so I can replace it with more Christ consciousness emotions to get me to a state of equilibrium. Right here. I'm not exempt from this either. But I have worked so damn hard to make sure that when those lower vibrational energies kick in, I stop myself. It's like my own emergency stop button with God coming in to get me to realize something. Okay, I got it. Nope, I'm not going to be in these lower vibrational energies. I'm not going to be in this Eight of Swords. I'm not going to be like, nope, that's not my reality. I'm not stuck. No, this is not the end of the world. No, whatever. There's better things coming. But you got to be in alignment with that. And the bottom of the deck is fluorite. So just so you know, it's funny because I got crystal quartz all over the damn place on my altar here. Crystal quartz will help you to get to equilibrium, to clear out all of these low vibrational energies, and so will fluorite. This is the bottom of the deck. Natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Can't make it up. What was I talking about? Your integrity and your authenticity, being who you are, right? You've got to be you, Aries. And sometimes for some of you, you're known as just like, oh my God, Aries people are like the worst. They're so angry, right? When there are Aries people who tend to be like that, or me, selfish, and that's all they're looking at, or they're always looking at doom gloom situations because they can't control something, alrighty? that is when those people need to check themselves. It is part of you, Aries, but that doesn't make you who you are. You just have to learn how to mitigate those shadow sides of you, transmute them into light. It is who you are, but you are not the type of person who goes around blazing through, knocking people off their horses, and you doing everything for yourself. That's your shadow side when you stay in that type of energy and you want to excessively control things, and anything that doesn't go your way, you lose your shit. That is not who you are. It's part of who you are. It's about that shadow side that you're learning to transmute into more being that divine self, your natural beauty, your authenticity. Yes, you can have that, but it doesn't define you fully, because that's not fully who you are. And even if you're looking at it from if you're Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising watching this, you're not all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Aries. You've got your other 11 zodiac placements, astrological placements. Okay? So this could mean that some of you may need to be looking at your other placements with these readings, whether it's mine or somebody else's, to get a bigger picture, to get you more into a state of equilibrium. Or you can get a personal reading from me, and I'm offering 10% off my personal readings, all different types, because I'm a very different reader, and I hone in on specific things, especially like blockages and what you're out of alignment with and what your purpose is in this life, all these things. If you're interested in getting down to the specifics as to why you may be focusing on something about yourself that people tend to look at as negative, or something that you look at as negative, I highly recommend one of those readings in my Capella service suite, in the coupon codes in the description box below. Or you can get a membership, 7-day free trial, get some daily guidance, meet some other people who are very different from you to help you to better understand yourself. You can better understand yourself, to allow yourself to let you feel all your emotions. And maybe other people around you, like in my Capella circle, can help you better understand how you can allow yourself to feel all your emotions. It's the benefit of community, guys. And they help you to be your authentic self and see who you are on the inside, right? So for some of you who are out of alignment, clear quartz and fluoride are going to help you with this. And I'm going to read the deck. I'm going to read the cards as I always do. There's fluoride. So this one says, this is about feeling comfortable and happy with your natural self. Perhaps you had been trying to conform to others' expectations and lost yourself along the way. That's why some of you got off the path, because you felt stuck, and then you tried to put the mask back on, or you tried to be someone that you weren't just to try to make it work. No. Now it's time to be you, wonderful and amazing as God created you. And for those of you with the truth thing here, speaking your truth and dropping the mask, you cannot be afraid of being who you are, especially if you have a tendency to lose your temper every now and again, especially if you have a tendency to be a little bit selfish. Remember, because you're better understanding why you do that. This may involve you speaking more authentically from your heart and letting people know your real thoughts and feelings. You may detach from people pleasing or worrying about others' approval. You may be guided to be more real in your physical appearance, such as ditching hair dye or artificial tanning, eyelashes, or fingernails. This is a sign of embracing and loving your true self and owning who you are. This card may also be a signal to adopt a more eco-friendly lifestyle. For example, you might feel the urge to detox your diet and household supplies. You might also join an environmental organization or spend more time outdoors. It's all about being more natural. Okay. So yeah, there's something about here. Some of you, it's kind of like there's also like a lifestyle issue or like a health issue. You feel like nothing's moving, but God's trying to tell you you need to do something different about, being more natural. It can even be eating more clean, all right? So this is clear quartz. This card guides you to open your heart to the entire rainbow spectrum of emotions. This is a key to feeling great love. By allowing yourself to acknowledge that not so pleasant feelings, by acknowledging yourself to acknowledge the not so pleasant feelings, you drop defenses and open your heart. When we deny the existence of anger, sadness, and such, we close off part of our hearts. And the denial means that these feelings become repressed, stuffed down, and hidden, where they can affect our mental, emotional, and physical health. Why I was talking about you are not a robot. This card can be a sign of receiving valuable creative inspiration based on some challenges you've experienced. Now you want to help others overcome or avoid the same challenges. By delving into the unpleasant feelings through creative expression, you allow others to know that they are not alone in their feelings. This could be a business idea, a form of healing, a book or workshop, or some other service or product that will help those who are experiencing similar difficulties. This is an amplifier of whatever energy it's near. Clear quartz refracts light into rainbow rays. It helps clear away negativity and dissolve blocks. That right there. I always wear my crystal quartz, which I have to kind of re-energize too. Moonstone. Beware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. See, it's because with the astrological transits, the day I'm recording this, the moon is in Pisces. It's conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, and then it'll move into Aries and it'll sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Your emotions could be very heightened right now, which is probably why I had said Pisces earlier in the reading. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, and your intuitive abilities and psychic abilities are going to increase. Trust in those. Top of the deck is smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. You cannot make it up, guys. Clear, cancel, release. Remember what I said. Acknowledge the emotions and stuff and clear it. Transmute it into light, to more positive energies. You don't need to stay in those lower vibrational ones indefinitely. And you can't suppress them either. That leads to your distorted energy, masculine energy, Aries. That causes you to be even more angry and belligerent and like blow your top off. It's about mitigating those things, Aries. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What guidance do we have for Aries for the end of April? Holy Spirit, Archangels, please and thank you. Take a step back. Makes a lot of sense. Harmony and resolution. It's like the Justice card. Harmony, peace, balance, equilibrium. This is also compromise, resolving conflicts and things with people. Okay? Look, I turned right to it. I turned right to it. Your angels are guiding you to take a step back and reflect before proceeding further. There is an excitable and action-orientated energy around you at this time, but you are being encouraged to review the situation before making any moves. Remember that you are a sensitive being, and should the correct steps and intentions not be lined up, you could open yourself up to harsh energies or a situation that could be limiting your growth. In order to have the best experience and a positive outcome, take some time now to meditate on your actions, intentions, visions, and goals. Call in your angels and invite them to guide you to make decisions that will be supportive of your expansion and highest good. When we try to rush ahead or force something to happen, we can often miss signals, signs, and messages that are encouraging us to change course. If you have a big decision to make now or are in the midst of moving a project forward, your angels are encouraging you to take a step back and breathe. What is for you won't go by you. Your angels are encouraging you to step into the energy of trust. When you do so, you will draw universal energy and support to you. If you have concerns about another person or relationship, this card is guiding you to draw back and respect the space of others. Let this be a time of self-care and self-awareness. And when you step back, let the universe step in. Well, we are already having that. Now, this could be because I saw that warning on that truck that passed by. If this drastic thing hasn't happened yet in your life, Aries, you still have the opportunity to change it. When I do tarot or anyone else does tarot, it does not mean it is set in stone, because energies are always changing and time is fluid, which is why even though it's for the end of April, something may be coming to you at the end of May or the beginning of May or April of next year, whatever this might be. But if you're being guided to change something, some of you still have the opportunity to change your course before God does. Okay? Let's look at harmony and resolution. Angel of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call in the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you to release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what you can to make yourself feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring towards yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you. Trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back, that's twice, to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know the angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to this situation. Trust the process, which is why I said, let them bring peace. Let God step in, which is why I said, the Justice card. God is the one who brings justice to us all. Not the court system, not other people doing right by us. No, we let go and we let God and we handle these challenges and these things to Him. To include why I talked about some of you with the court cases, okay, or legal matters or legal documents or whatever. Let God take over for once. Watch what He can do in your life. I've been doing that for a while now. And He shocks me every time with everything that He has done in my life. I give it to God. And there have been legal things, okay, that I've given to God. And He has made it right every single time. We may not think that it's going to work out in our favor. We may not think that, or other court systems or other entities will be like, well, no, because blah, 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 blah. We have the upper hand and we're going to like screw these people over or whatever the case may be. God sees everything. He sees everything. And at some point, God is going to rectify the situation and make sure that the righteous and just thing is done according to Him. Not you, not me, not the courts, not anybody else, not anything else. That's how it works. And you can't get angry and bittered when people are doing the wrong thing in the world or you feel like they're screwing you over or whatever. Talk to God about that, for whoever that's for. Why are you letting people destroy your inner peace? You're allowing the outside world, or whatever this is, Aries, to destroy your inner peace. You're giving your power away when you do that. Let's see what your wellness tip is. What's the wellness tip for Aries for the end of April 2023? Wow. Okay, Aries. Try something mindful, such as yoga, meditation, or visualization. Do something different, Aries, to get you to a state of mindfulness. That's going to bring you to equilibrium and a complete state of peace. Screen-free activities. Cook something for your family and friends. Use a cookbook or an old family recipe. Maybe cooking can be therapeutic for some of you. Pisceans tend to be good cooks. That's why there's some Pisces energy here. An old-fashioned watch will give you one less reason to constantly check your phone. Regular old time keepers, guys. But what is time? Go cloud spotting. Watch the clouds and see what shapes you can see. This is, you get, when I do this, I'm put into another planet. And not only will you see certain things, you will get some crazy ass messages when you do this. All right, Aries, some of you, you're on the go all the time. It's like, I gotta keep doing stuff. I gotta keep doing stuff. Slow down. Slow down. Take yourself off for some me time. Get a manicure or pedicure. And enjoy it. Try not to be on your phone either. Now, if you're getting a manicure, you can't be on your phone, but you get my point. I know I haven't had, like, I do my own, but with the times that I went to a spas, I had to make sure that I wasn't on my phone so much when I was getting the pedicure. I'm like, just relax and sit there and enjoy it, right? Self-care activities, guys. Take a technology-free trip, a family or friends trip where there is no or minimal usage of your smartphone. Connect with friends, family, and outdoors. Go on a vacation, go to a theme park, go to a lake, go kayaking, go hiking together. Okay? Do something that doesn't require your damn phone. Take a break and water your houseplants. Talk to your houseplants. Make sure you put water on the leaves too. It does work, and I know people think that that's a crazy thing, but let me tell you, it works. Positive words. Bottom of the deck. Commit to 1 day a month as tech free. That's hard for a lot of people to do. I try to do this. And usually I find that certain days, especially on weekends, I'm not utilizing my phone as much. Now, I have a business, so sometimes I have to check that, but sometimes I'm like, no, the business can wait. Even things you get your to-do list, guys, the business, things can wait. Your mindfulness is everything. And when you have that, the equilibrium, the complete state of true peace, which is what Christ consciousness, what God and Christ has really, really told us how to get to. Watch how everything just flows in your life and falls into place. Things start to work out in your favor when you're in that vibration and you're allowing God to step in. That's when you really get to see miracles, okay? You do your part, God does the rest. Okay? All right, Aries, if you have any questions about this reading or you want to reach out to me asking me about my memberships, my tarot packages, which I do have 10% off each tarot package going on for the season of spring. Tarot packages already have discounts of them. So if you want to book something like a healing package, a past life package, understanding yourself better, a coaching package, you get like 3 different coaching sessions that you get to schedule in advance whenever you feel you need it. There's 10% off of those, okay? And you're already saving money when you book a package, or you purchase a package. The 10% off coupon codes for individual services and packages are in the description box. If you go to capellawellness.com, you can click on the Capella Service Suite to view my individual services or the Capella Tarot packages to view the different packages that I offer. The memberships also could be of a benefit to you if you feel you need the extra support, the exclusive content that you won't get anywhere else, the divine guidance you won't get anywhere else. I'll put myself out there. The daily guidance videos, the meditation videos are awesome. Okay, I create those on my own. You're using solfeggio frequencies with sacred geometry, guys. That's a powerful combination. I am running a special where if you would like to know the weekly astrology on any given day, how it pertains to you, how to best navigate your energies, and where you can hone in specifically on how these transits are affecting you, what you can do to navigate those. I am offering 50% off of those astrology reports, which are going to turn into astrology videos. You don't need to be a member for those. You can just purchase that subscription. The code for that is Astro50. So if you go to my memberships page at capellawellness.com and you click on the weekly astrology subscription at checkout, type in Astro50 and you can view the reports and all the astrology and everything to help you to tie into, to add more support for these readings. If you're a member already, you have more support on the daily guidance videos, all that type of stuff for just $11.11 for your first billing cycle. Okay, your first month will be half the cost of what I charge for that subscription. Okay, if you feel, you want to help get some more help with the astrology in your life, because astrology, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. That's inevitable too, because God created the planets. He created the sun, the stars, and the moon, and that whole universe has an effect on us, on everything else on this planet. So you can't dismiss astrology, okay? It goes hand in hand with this type of stuff. So there's that. I do members only live readings. I am having an 18+ live reading for my members on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. I do those at least once a month. I have Twin Flame Support Group meetings once a month, and I do other live readings for my members. It's like 4 live readings for members per month is what I'm doing right now. Okay, and you can join in on that with a membership, a 7-day free trial if you don't already have a membership. The lowest tier to get those benefits are Sunstar or higher. There are other memberships that have more benefits to them, to include monthly coaching and all types of amazing stuff. So go check out the different tiers and see what tickles your fancy. All right, if you feel like you need some extra guidance. Anyway, that's your reading, Aries. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. And this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starting out.